Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna now we're gonna start. And I guess that doesn't mute me, so I'm not included in all. All right. Well, welcome to the second ever Zoom show that I've done. As you can see, I've really mastered the technology. Thank you very much for being here, and to those of you who were at the first one, double thanks to you. You probably recognize the quilt background. If you did miss the first one, you can catch it on my YouTube channel. It's posted in its entire. Well, I truncated all this boring business at the beginning and end. Okay, so as a writer, you often get the advice: write what you know. And many of you know that I spent much of my career in the insurance business, and before that, I was a math major in college. So you're probably starting to feel just a little bit nervous at this moment, like what is about to happen. But fortunately, I've been a singer-songwriter for about the last 10 years, and so I do have some other things to draw on. In particular, I've spent a lot of time at open mics. And boy, open mics are a whole interesting thing. You meet a lot of interesting characters at open mics, like people like me. Lady with the classic Martin, give me a hug when she walks in. Haven't seen her in a year or so, I'm glad she's back again. She's got this funny song about a one-night stand with a guy who snores too loud. Now I know there's at least one friendly face in the crowd. Well, crowd might be overstating things, looks like 25. Heroes of the coffee shops trying to keep our dreams alive. We take our turns, pack our gear up, and peel off one by one. We'll be down to a handful by the time the night is done. It all depends on when your name gets called, whether you're playing for 25 or the last Die Hard 4. It's just the luck of the draw, but it's open mic tonight. 10 minutes in the spotlight. If I get it right, the audience will cheer me. Maybe someone big will hear me at this open mic tonight. The next guy up is pretty good. He's been coming here for years. His songs are all well written, his delivery sincere. Sounds a little like John Denver, and he plays a mean guitar. With a couple of breaks, he could have been a country star. It all depends on when your name gets called, whether you're playing to a sold-out arena or no one at all. It's just the luck of the draw, but it's open mic tonight. 10 minutes in the spotlight. If I get it right, the audience will cheer me. Maybe someone big will hear me at this open mic tonight. Then my turn comes and I give it all I've got. In the room some are listening, but most are not. I tell myself I'm never coming back, like I said last week and the week before that. But you know next week I'll be here when it's open mic tonight. 10 minutes in the spotlight. If I get it right, oh, the audience will cheer me, or even let us buy you a beer, me. Maybe someone will finally hear me at this open mic tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, back when I was able to go to open mics, I thought it was a pretty big pain in the neck because, especially for a keyboard player, you've got to schlep your stand, you've got to schlep your keyboard up on stage, you've got to set all that up while everybody is waiting on you. And then you do your 2 songs, and then you got to schlep all that stuff back off the stage while everyone's waiting on you. And so, those are the times when I really wished I'd learned to play the guitar, but I never learned to play the guitar. So, it seemed like kind of a pain, but I didn't think I would miss it. But I do have to say, what wouldn't I give to be able to go out to an open mic this week? That would be awesome. Really love to do that. Another thing that I miss, thanks to the pandemic, is I used to do a fair amount of writing at a local donut shop. It's called Primos, and it's run by a couple of friends of mine, Mr. and Mrs. Primo. They've been doing it kind of a while now. Mr. Primo's in the back, turning 25-pound sacks of sugar and flour into little circles of joy. Though the new guy, Frank, could really make the donuts now, Mr. Primo feels the need to be here anyhow. See, Frank's been working here only 37 years, so Mr. Primo likes to supervise that boy. He's at the shop at 5 a.m. almost every day. For 65 years, it's been that way. Down at Primos Donut Shop, when it comes to donuts, they're the top. Twists and rounds, cake and raised, sprinkled, sugared and glazed. Down at Primos Donut Shop, come on in, it's worth the stop. The perfect place to get your fix. Best in LA since 1956. Mrs. Primo's in the front. She'll get you anything you want, as long as it's donuts. And she'll serve them with a smile. She told me when Mr. Primo came back from the Korean War, his heart was set on opening a donut store. When he asked her what she thought, he said, it sure would help a lot if you could work behind the counter for a while. But only for the first year. So she said, okay. For 65 years, it's been that way. Down at Primos Donut Shop, when it comes to donuts, they're the top. Twists and rounds, cake and raised, sprinkled, sugared and glazed. Down at Primos Donut Shop, come on in, it's worth the stop. The perfect place to get your fix. Best in LA since 1956. The years have brought changes, like that sign on the wall that reads, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, review us on Yelp. If you ask how they've stayed together through it all, Mr. Primo gives a wink and says, well, it's hard to find good help. Then Mrs. Primo smiles and rolls her eyes as if to say, for 65 years he's been this way. Down at Primos Donut Shop, when it comes to donuts, they're the top. How about a cinnamon roll? Go on, try it. I'm sure it's fine on your paleo diet down at Primos Donut Shop. Come on in, it's worth the stop. The perfect place to get your fix. And the best in LA since 1956. Thank you very much. The Primos are still going strong. The shop is still open. For those of you in LA, it's near the corner of Sawtell and National. Stop in. You won't see the Primos. Obviously, they are, due to COVID, they're not showing up at the store right now, but they're doing fine and they're itching to get back in there, as I understand it. Sadly, though, we lost Frank Correa, just a month ago, passed away. Frank is the gentleman I mentioned in the first verse, who I refer to him as jokingly as the new guy. He worked there for 40 years, 37 when I wrote the song, and always had a smile, and made excellent donuts, really, with or without Mr. Primo's supervision. He was fully capable. Oh, so much loss. Oh,
Show us a picture, honey. Show us a picture of the Primos.
What an excellent reminder after all the work I did to have this thing. Let's see if I can do that, honey. Here's the Primos. Here they are. Are they showing now?
No.
Okay. How about
So
now?
good at it.
Yes? No? No?
Yes.
They are showing now. Somebody
Yeah.
says.
But
Yeah, we can see them. They're so cute.
They are so cute. They're so adorable. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh
Kevin,
my.
Those look delicious.
The donuts
Yeah.
are also delicious. Those are a small version of buttermilk bars. Mr. Primo's very proud of his buttermilk bars. That's a point of emphasis for him. So anyway,
Yum.
that was taken about 3 years ago at their I guess 62nd anniversary of the shop. Okay.
Kevin, you absolutely breezed through actual exams, but you are a bit Zoom challenged, I must say.
I am a little bit Zoom challenged. It is true. Okay, technology is not really a strong suit. All right, so let's that's the Primos for you. I thought you'd appreciate that, and you almost didn't get it. So yeah, and sadly, my uncle passed away yesterday. My uncle Bud, and he's 76, and yeah, he was doing all right, but he fell and he broke his hip. He just could not get better. And so I, much love to my cousins and my Aunt Nancy and Aunt Sam. I know they're all hurting. I don't imagine they're here today. So, well, that's kind of depressing, but that's all right because the next song kind of fits in with that. It's a song that I co-wrote with my dear friend Hillary Rollins. And Hillary and I both have experience with depression, both personally and with people that are dear to us. People don't tend to talk about it very much. It's got a lot of stigma attached to it. But, it's out there. Lincoln had it, it's said. And Winston Churchill referred to it as his black dog that would come to visit. And that's the inspiration for this lyric. You're walking through your day, easy going, come what may, when from nowhere something suddenly attacks. It's a rabid, vicious hound, and he pins you to the ground. He's escaped the pound, and he ain't going back. Oh no, He can smell your fear. He ain't going back. Black dog, drags you through the mud, holds you in his jaws, smacks you with his paws. You're sinking in a bog, you're under that old black dog. Try leaving him behind, going someplace he can't find. But he's there when you arrive, so you can't win. He can change his shape and size, but when you look into his eyes, he can't disguise the beast within. Oh no. There's no way to hide the savage beast within. Black dog, menacing and cruel, yaps and snaps and growls, barks and bites and howls. You're trapped in a cold gray fog, alone with that old black dog. Now the truth begins to dawn. He ain't never getting gone. It's all misplaced mornings and shit-faced afternoons. And he's nobody's best friend, but he's loyal to the end. He'll be there tonight again, baying at the moon. Black dog sitting on your chest, weighs about a ton, blocks the noonday sun. You cave like a hollow log and give in to that old black dog. Yeah, these are difficult times, and so anybody that's out there that's struggling, I feel for you, and reach out to somebody. It does get better, although honestly, it does not feel that way when you're in the grips of it. That's for sure. And thank you, Hillary, for that beautiful lyric. Thank you. Well, this is another co-write. This one is with my my good friend and frequent collaborator, Chana Wise. And we met in Harriet Schock's songwriting class. And one night she brought in a lyric, and I wound up setting it. And we've gone on to write a bunch of songs together. And this one is actually included in a musical that we wrote together last year called All You Can Eat. I think it was Hillary's idea to set this to a tango, so I'll give her credit for that. I want the pasta. I do not want the salad. Don't tilt your head and whisper that the salmon would be wiser. Not one more breast of chicken or I'll go off like a geyser. And nothing green or raw or Japanese. No, I want the pasta. A saucy bowl of pasta. A big fat bowl of pasta with some Reggiano cheese. I'm having bread now. A basket of focaccia. Lips and whisper then don't purse your lips and ask me how I'm doing with my diet. Just let me be. Enjoy your plate of quinoa and be quiet. Don't tell me that my thighs will pay the cost. I know I'm being naughty, but damn it, it's my body. And know that manicotti comes with lots of extra sauce. Deprivation. I'm done with all of that. No more measuring my failings in calories and fat. I can always buy a bigger shirt. But you, with your alkaline water and your little chia cracker and your collagen shake and your high-tech fitness tracker, you look like you could do with some dessert. Yes, something chocolate beneath a pool of caramel. Don't drop your jaw and tell me that my arteries will harden. No, I don't want a kumquat from your garden. The chocolate mousse looks lovely, a trifle would be fine. Gelato might be nice, but then the torte would be divine. So thin as in bologna. Who wants a guy who's bony? You keep your plum and stick of gum. I'm having crepes with mascarpone. Tomorrow I'll be good, but not tonight. Tonight I'm having pasta, a saucy bowl of pasta. I'm lost without my pasta. And no, you cannot have a bite. Hanoi, everyone. Well, so I've had hey Mary Beth,
Yes,
could you bring me a water? I neglected to put one in here.
I'll do it.
Okay. Thank you.
And bring in some pasta while you're at it.
Yeah, a lot of hungry songs, you know, the donut song, the pasta song, what the heck? Oh, so I had a few requests for this next number. I guess it's close to St. Patrick's Day. Put people in mind of it, maybe, or maybe they just want to hear it. Anyway, it's called The Gombeen Man. And The Gombeen Man, the song was inspired pretty much by the words. I just like the sound of them, The Gombeen Man. I liked how awkward it was, and I thought, I wonder if I could put that in a song. And so I wrote this song, and it's an Irish. Oh, thank you, hon. Sorry about that. Totally forgot. So it's an Irish term for what we would call loan sharks, except it actually wasn't illegal at the time in reference here. But back in the 19th century, during the Great Famine in Ireland, as much damage was done to farmers by the Gombeen Man as by the failure of the crops themselves. I guess some things don't really change. When the blight wiped out the potato crop in 1845, my Mary cried, "Dear Thomas, tell me, how can we survive? With 2 young wains and the cupboards bare, whatever shall we do?" I said, "We'll have to borrow from the Gombeen Man to see us through." Oh, Thomas, know that Gombeen Man's a devil, and he feeds on misery. Once his greedy claws are in, we'll never more be free. But with no crop to eat or sell, oh, what choice had I? Without a loan from the Gombeen Man, sure we would die. And oh, how he frowned as he counted out that money. Oh, how he smiled when the note was in his hand. And there outside his door, I passed by 20 more, all waiting for the Gombeen Man. We shivered through the winter, our poor babes were skin and bone. What little I could earn went for interest on the loan. To keep our bellies full, we boiled nettles for our tea, and ate the leaves and the branches of the weeping willow tree. I plowed the fields and planted when the season turned to spring. I did my best, but once again the blight took everything. I asked the Gombeen Man if he would grant more time to pay, but I had to tell my Mary, he said not a single day. And oh, how she wailed when the hunger took our Nellie. Oh, how she grew quiet when we buried little Dan. She wouldn't speak at all, sat staring at the wall and waiting for the Gombeen Man. When he came to put us out, I said, have pity on my wife. He sneered behind his thugs as Mary rushed him with her knife. She stabbed a thug who blocked her path. I heard his dying rail, but the Gombeen Man was laughing as they carried her to jail. On the day before her hanging, I saw Mary in her cell. I brought along a priest and a rosary as well. Mary, love, please save what's left of your immortal soul. She took my hands between the bars and fiercely whispered, no. And oh, how I begged her to give her last confession. Oh, how I wept when she told me of her plan. She said, I know to hell I'm cursed, but at least I'll get there first and be waiting for the Gombeen Man. She said, oh, I'll be waiting for the Gombeen Man. Well, there's a little something for to think of when you're drinking your green beer a couple weeks from now. Cheery little tune. Gosh, I kind of put put a little downer out there, but that's all right. He's equal to the task. We've got something exciting today. We've got a guest artist, and I'm really happy to, for those of you who have not met him before, to introduce Marty Axelrod. He's well known here in the LA singer-songwriter community. People here would certainly know him, but many of you out there only know of him through my Facebook posts, in which I'm telling you should go see his show. And that wasn't really working the way I'd hoped it would. So I thought, if you can't, what is it? You can't bring the mountain. Oh wait, they can't bring Muhammad to the mountain. Then you bring the mountain to Muhammad, or something like that. Anyway, so I guess that makes you all Muhammad and Marty in the mountain, something like that. I don't know, but he's a great singer songwriter and a great guy as well, and he's the original A-Rod. So Marty Axelrod, give us a couple of tunes.
Thank you, Kevin. Can you hear this?
I gotta
coming
find
through?
you, man.
Cool.
Hold on,
Okay.
I'll make you the star here. I just need to. There it is. What the
Cool.
Not yet.
Okay.
There we go.
It gave you
Oh,
a
we don't have to go
oddball
that
message.
far. I like seeing all the people. That's too much of me. I can't.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't have that.
I don't know if I can fix that. What do I do?
I can fix it on mine. Whoops! No, that didn't.
I don't
do
think you can. All right.
it.
Okay.
Gallery view. There we go. Yeah, I like to see you guys more than me. Thanks, Kevin, for those songs and for inviting me to interrupt you. Wow, we're already at the end of February. There's no February 29th this year, just as a public service announcement. So if you have plans for February 29th, just postpone them to March 1st, because it's winter. It's even winter here in LA, and you know it gets cold here at night-ish, 40s. And don't let the palm trees fool you. So I do know some of you, but I don't know a lot of you. So I'm going to get very personal now. She's there for me when I am down. She covers for my mistakes. She makes me better every day. This amazing woman. My one job is to be as good to her as she is to me. Oh, but I've let her down with the eider down. Yes, I steal the covers. I'm wrapped up in the sheet like a burrito. She's next to me, shivering and fetal. Morality goes right out the window when I'm asleep. And I live with the shame every morning as she reaches out just trying to grab a corner. I steal the covers, or else some cover stealing demon has got control of me. Could be. You know, marriage is a give and take. No blanket statement can be made. Every couple must find their way to happiness. And our therapist is on her side. Sometimes so am I. And it's cold over there. Guess why? 'Cause I steal the covers. I'm cozy, insulated like a furnace. She's a foot away, semi-hypothermic. It's a miracle she's still in love with me. Now she's turning up the heater to 100. Her pajamas have 7 layers under. I steal the covers. That cover stealing demon just will not let us be. Oh, then summer comes and all is moot. Breezes play upon our skin like a flute, and our troubles seem so far away. But then the days get shorter, and the Fahrenheit gets lower, and I steal the covers. This winter, I promise I'll do better. But just in case, better grab a sweater. And if I steal the covers, there's gonna be a reckoning. She'll let the dog in the bed, and that should drive the demon right out of my head and save a marriage. Thank you. Thank you. My wife and I have worked our way.
We're going to
Yes.
unmute.
My wife and I have worked our way past through this problem. Am I muted? No, I'm not. And I hope that if you're afflicted, Kelsos, that you can also do so. This song is, and then I'll turn you back to Kevin, is a song about the first guy who figured out how to make fire and to improve his social life with it, thereby, and it's also the name of the song is called "I Made Fire," and here it is. You can wait for a lightning strike to set that tree ablaze, and you can freeze till the sun comes up, but I ain't living that way. Party at my cave, I made fire, we're casting animal shadows and having fun. Party at my cave. Hey girl, how do you like your buffalo done? I made fire. Party at my cave. Yes, I know it's dangerous. Already burned both knees. If that's the price, I'll pay it twice. 'Cause cave girls seem to like me. Party at my cave, I made fire. We're casting animal shadows and having fun. Party at my cave. Hey girl, how do you like your buffalo done? I made fire. Party at my cave. We're breaking out the seed pot shakers, banging on a hollow log. Girl, you've got some fine maracas. Let's shake 'em all night long. Party in my cave, I made fire. We're casting animal shadows, and we're eating some. Party in my cave. Hey girl, how do you like your buffalo done? I made fire. Party at my cave. How do you like your buffalo? Thank you so much, and thank you, Kevin, for
Oh, great. Thank you so
For
much,
having-
Marty. Those are great. Two of my favorites.
having me aboard. Appreciate it.
All right, so I am going to, I'm going to take that off there. I am going to do another high-tech maneuver here, and I am going to share the information of how you can enjoy Marty's show. Okay, is that showing now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, why? I know I shouldn't sound that surprised. That's what I was trying to do.
Well
Anyways,
done.
so you can either copy that down, or you can, if you're so sophisticated as to screen print it, great. Or you can just take a picture of it with your phone.
I'm going to put it in the chat too, if anybody wants to save the chat.
for
Perfect.
sure.
Thank you.
Put it in the chat, and I hope to see you all there because we always have fun.
Thanks. I do it every other week, every other Thursday, and it's always painless. it's,
Yeah.
it's and it's always a good time. People uh, uh, like to chime in and between songs, and it turns into kind of a bit of a party. So
That is
thanks so
true.
much. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right. So and so we'll put that in the so what, by the way, the process is you just send him an email and he'll send you the link. So that's how we roll. Okay. So I'm gonna do a few more. I know you've so a couple people said they've got snow. In fact, I guess Gary said 6 inches still in Connecticut. Wow, that's a lot of snow, man. And it's less than it was. So I thought it'd be nice if we all took a trip to the beach together. This song would really be nice to have a bassist for, but it's just me. So and I make a crummy bassist, but we're gonna do what we do. Wow, Mary Beth, you just showed up. Why did that happen?
I've been here all along.
Well, I know you just showed up in my feed. Okay, here we go. See, that's what I need the bassist for. From here to the ocean, it's 100 feet of sand. After that, nothing but blue until Japan. Over to the left, you can watch all the jets making their escape from LAX. Dolphins swim by on the beach, there's such a fuss. Wonder if they're as excited to see us. Down by Lifeguard Station 26, she said she would meet me here. So I'm watching the Ferris wheel on the Santa Monica Pier while the surfers get their kicks down by Lifeguard Station 26. I met her at a party in a loft downtown. She said all the hipsters there were bringing her down. Then she smiled and turned her head away, like she felt a little sad, but that was okay. She said she'd thrown her phone into the sea, but she told me where I needed to be. Down by Lifeguard Station 26. She said she would meet me here. So I'm watching the Ferris wheel on the Santa Monica Pier while the surfers get their kicks down by Lifeguard Station 26. She said she loves the ocean, but she never goes in. Said the water is much too cold to swim. Now I'm wondering if I'll see her again, 'cause she told me where to be, but she didn't say when. Oh, I'm still waiting down by Lifeguard Station 26. She said she would meet me here, and I'm watching the Ferris wheel go round on the Santa Monica Pier while the surfer dudes and surfer chicks are doing all their crazy surfer tricks. Yeah, they're getting their kicks down by Lifeguard Station 26. Down by Lifeguard Station 26. She said she would meet me here. I mean, I think it was here. I should have written it down. Well,
Love
that's a
it.
little. That's a little taste of Southern California. Man, I wrote that song sitting in a beach chair right next to Lifeguard Station 26. That's where we always go. And it's right at the end of Ocean Park Boulevard. I kind of hope that doesn't become a huge hit because then the beach will get too crowded there. And that won't be any good for us. So that's the only song in that category that I don't want it to be a big hit. All right. Well, let's see. This is for anybody who has at some point rushed headlong into something, even though the warning signs were pretty clear. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. It's often been said. And I never had a woman like you invite me into her bed. I am flattered by the attention you've shown, but it feels like I'm entering the twilight zone. And I've got a bad, bad feeling about this. Maybe one I should heed. And I was doing just fine without this. So before we proceed, I need it guaranteed from the start. You won't reach in and tear out my heart. There's something scary about your kiss. I got a bad, bad feeling about this. It's like some horror movie scene on your front porch. A black cat plays with a mouse. The creepy music plays. I hear the audience scream, man, don't go in that house. I try to run, but to my chagrin, like a zombie, I follow when you beckon me in. And I got a bad, bad feeling about this. Should heed. I was doing just fine without this. So before we proceed, I need it guaranteed from the start. You won't reach in and tear out my heart. There's something scary about your kiss. I got a bad, bad feeling about this. As you draw me nearer, I catch your reflection in the mirror, and that's a positive sign. But I'm being overpowered, like I'm about to be devoured, and it sends a shiver down my spine. I got a bad, bad feeling about this. Maybe one I should heed. And I was doing just fine without this. So before we proceed, I need it guaranteed from the start. You won't reach in and tear out my heart. There's something scary about your kiss. I got a bad, bad feeling about this. Oh yeah, I got a bad, 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 bad feeling about this. It's been a long time since I had to worry about that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. Well, I've got a couple more that I'm going to do. In my first show, I had kind of an impromptu encore. I wasn't planning to play an encore, and people requested one. And then there were a lot of people there who wanted to hear a song I wrote called Brown County, which is about my father. And by the way, I've got a kind of a half-assed campaign going to make that become the county song for the county of Brown County. I say half-assed because if you wanted to know what you need to do to support that campaign, I got no idea. So that's, it's. I guess I need a petition. Right? I mean, that seems like the obvious thing to do. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Well, I got something out of this show. Whether you did or not, I got something out of it. Now I know what to do. All right, so that's my Monday task. But I have also written a song for my mother, and I felt like it should be equal time for Mom. I have not done this song a lot. I think I've only done it one time outside of my living room. But we're going to do it today. It's time. I ran into my mom one day, years after she died. She was right there in the favorites on my phone. Once that number was a gateway to reach across the miles and hear her voice, the very first I'd ever known. The words she spoke are gone, faded into the air, and this number on a screen can't bring them back. I know, but I need something to hold on to, so I leave it there. 'Cause you can't hold on to the air. Her first time on an airplane at the age of 43, she used 3 rolls of film on pictures of the clouds. I remember her explaining when I met her at the gate, they look so different from the sky than from the ground. But those clouds she loved are gone, faded into the air. And this box of dusty photos can't bring them back. I know, but I need something to hold on to, so I leave it there. 'Cause you can't hold on to the air, the insubstantial air that I can never touch or see. But still, it's everywhere, surrounding and sustaining me. I came across a songbook that my mom had as a girl, tucked in with books I'd lost and never thought I'd find. The songs were so familiar, I wish she could sing them with me now. I wish she could have heard me singing one of mine. But the notes she sang are gone, faded into the air. And this old forgotten book can't bring them back. I know, but it's something to hold on to, so I'll leave it there. And though I can't hold on to the air, I can breathe it in. Breathe in the air.
Yeah, what a wonderful song, Kevin.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks to Marty Axelrod for being here. That was great, man. Minimum of technical complications came into that. I'm not sure that my mom would have liked that song, by the way. She was not one to linger on sad things. She was more one to say, you know, get on with it. Do what you can in the here and now. This one might have been a little more to her liking. I'm not blaming anyone for the path I chose. I might wish I'd done things differently, but that would have been a different me. And where that might have led, who knows? 'Cause it's always so much clearer looking in the rearview mirror to see where you went wrong. But now I'm on my way, on my way, on my way to where I should have been all along. No one can tell you in advance the price you'll pay. It's uncomfortable to feel confused and lost, but then comfort has its own kind of cost. Though if I'd known, I probably would have paid it anyway. 'Cause I thought I could go the distance on the path of least resistance. But now I sing another song as I'm on my way, on my way, on my way to where I should have been all along. But the man in the suit says it's too late for you to go down that road. What you hear is not destiny or fate speaking in some secret code. No, it's just the sirens calling. Can't you see the night is falling? Well, maybe he's right, but if that's the case, then the truth is there's no time to waste. What the future holds, no one can foretell. So I tip my hat and bid that man farewell. And I'm on my way, on my way, on my way to where I should have been. Yes, I'm on my way, on my way, on my way to where I should have been all along. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Thanks, Marty. Hope you all will join us at the party in his cave on March 11th. Because I know we'll have fun there. And we'll do this again too. So watch for it. But until then, I guess it's time to be on my way. On my way. On my way. On my way.